My wife begged me not to do this. She said, Joe, you and I, we have a miracle here that you did something that was impossible, impossible, and you're going to try to for another miracle. And she was right.
I think, Mr. Costanzo, it would be an easy assumption to say you've lived a big life. And so a lot of high highs, a lot of amazingly high highs. And as you share in the book, some tragedy as well. Can you talk a little bit about some of the life lessons you've learned?
Sure. When you're hitting all home runs, you tend to believe that everything that you do is going to be a home run. So, I have the most popular restaurant in Western Pennsylvania, making all this money. It's like, well, you know what? Maybe I'm going to do something else. Maybe I'll go into politics. Allegheny County is, over 2 million people. There's many states that don't have 2 million people. It controls 8,000 jobs. There's here in the Rocks, there's nothing here. I could really help the people. And that's probably what I shouldn't have done, because a lot of people told me not to do it. I spent about $300,000 of my own money, in 1995. And, it put my name out there. My name was always out there, but it really, most people were, love Joe Costanzo, but now when you get to politics, it's not that way. So that was probably my biggest, regret. If it would have happened, if I would have won, these two people were in for 30 years, and it was tough. If I would have won, it would have been totally different. You might have never heard of Barack Obama, but it didn't. And then I got myself into debt, which I never was in. And, so these things, kind of snowballed, and then federal government got involved, because they thought I was some sort of underworld figure, and, just boom, 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 boom. And, but that's probably the biggest, regret. My wife begged me not to do this. She said, Joe, you and I, we have a miracle here that you did something that was impossible, impossible, and you're going to try for another miracle. And, she was right. The book itself, you may or may not like Joe Costanzo when you read the book, but you will love Donna Costanzo. And, that's bottom line. Everybody says the same thing. Joe, he was great. What he did is impossible, but his wife was a saint for putting up with all this stuff that a restaurateur has to go through. And then, of course, I did all these, tried to do all this other extracurricular stuff,
As we wrap up, tell us where we can find the book. Tell us where we can go next. Tell us how we can follow you, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Tell us all the ways we can keep in touch with this story.
Absolutely. So the book is really wherever books are sold. So we're on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, Walmart, Target. We're also at most bookstores. So, but if we're not, most bookstores can't order us. We are through Ingram and Idlewies and all of the other major catalogs. As far as keeping in touch, all of the social media for Facebook and Instagram, for me, is the handle at Joe Costanzo. That's JoeCostanzo, Prima Donna, Primadonna. And I'm also on LinkedIn and Twitter. I think I'm Maria C. Palmer. But if you just go on to mariacpalmer.com, that's all of my information.
I wanted to mention the Heinz History Center has been such a great partner with us, and they have signed copies. We've all signed copies. So if you order from there, you get the signed copies.